Hi guys, welcome back to Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara. Again, thanks to Chibig for the game code. So, in the last episode, we just finished the home island. So now we're here to bring the map to Sammy. But of course, because first time coming back, now we have dialogue with Sandy and Mayo. Little ruthless pirates they are. Little buccaneers and swindlers. It's hard to like understand half the dialogue because they're like arguing with each other half the time. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so now we have to bring the map that we just won in the race to Sammy. And then we'll take a look at the first pirate race too. Because on the beach, we then can actually race the other little filthy scoundrels to win another small piece. Again, they're not essential, but more gameplay. That's fun. That opens up a little corner of a map. So we'll go talk to him now, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. They'll just argue. That's what they do best. They're like a couple. Yeah, it's like their whole dialogue is just kind of arguing with each other the whole time. Yeah, so we can't do the pirate race, but that's where you go. After you finish an island and you beat the boss, you can come back over here and get a pirate race. Basically, it picks one of the stages to race on. I'm not sure if it's a specific one every time, or if they randomize it, or it varies per island. But regardless, it's an extra little course round and it's kind of cool. It changes things up a little bit because you have your solitary ones that you do, and then you have your boss one, which like you're kind of racing against them separately. But then the pirate race is you're racing like with them on the same obstacle course. It's nice. It's nice to see the multi levels of how they change things a little bit. You're still doing the same stuff, but subtly changed, which is nice. Yeah, so I think now we're gonna go to the Navy. We're gonna sail the seven seas in the Navy. Alright, so hopefully we can get off the island, or at least go back to the lower level without being harassed by people. It's usually kind of difficult the first couple times you come to the island because everything's new. Every time you come back, it's like, hey, look at this shiny ball. Oh, does not fall in the water. And there we go. We get pulled to do the pirate race. And we got slapped by a squid. Let's try to hit her with a beach ball. Ah, over her head. Dang it. Alright, so now we're gonna do the pirate race. Tried to do it too soon earlier. Didn't like it. I'm ready. Let's go. Hey, that's me. Awesome. I mean, doesn't matter who came up with it. I'm still gonna beat all of you. I don't think it matters, those details. Oh, it's just standing there like a statue, just letting these guys just get all their chirping done. Alright, Pirate Race 1 on the home island. So I like this, they kind of do like a a quick run of the area of the obstacle course. Really fun. Okay. Ooh, that opening area is always a difficult one because you have to remember who you are. The whole group. This is where the sprint and roll really comes in handy because you can get a good lead, or you can come back from a terrible lead. Like right here, those logs just slid. She had an awesome jump, Mayo did on that. Oh, got stuck again. All right, so, and they took all the seashells away, so you're not distracted trying to collect them. Oh, hit something again. You kind of have to. Ooh, that gave me the victory. Oh, went for gold on that. I was basically make it or break it, and thank God I made it. Because everybody else had to wait. So that gave us a good 5 seconds ahead of everybody. Yeah, I wouldn't go jump roll happy in regular obstacle courses, but these pirate race ones you kind of have to because they're sort of doing it, so you need to have that extra leg in the race, especially if you fall behind. Like we got stuck in a couple things. Thank God we were already kind of in the front. We didn't have to run back from behind. Now we take this. That's why I was kind of hoping we're able to do the pirate race first, so we didn't have to go to Sammy twice, because she will recognize if you have multiple maps, whether it's a small map or large map. If you have multiple, you don't have to like drop one and then go see her and then go see her again. Like she'll recognize like, oh, you have another map. Yeah, and the good thing is the dialogue is not as heavy here. I think when you get a new island to explore, they'll have like a little blurb on it, little backstory. But for the most part, now you're kind of like having to do the work, not so much teaching you anymore. Like we already know how to boat, we already know how to maneuver, hopefully without dying. Whoa. Right as I say it, we almost die. All right, so the Navy is far left, but I think we're gonna go to. There's something. Oh, there's something down here. Here it is. So this is the one where you. I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll see what it is in like 5 seconds. And the loading's pretty fast in this too. I'm not using an SSD, just regular hard drive, and it's like seconds later. Alright, so we go see Lionel, Anzo. So now this one's again another little timed one, but again, script has changed. Now we're smashing boxes instead of actually racing to a finish line. So again, I like it. It's not a super in-depth one, but we'll do it anyway. Again, it's more training per se, training you how to smash. There's one more. There it is. Hiding. We? You didn't do anything. Oh, were you?
Awesome.
So we got some gears. Gears of War. I like her animations too after she wins. It's kind of like random. Like 1 minute she's flying, another minute she's like planking on the ground. So again, these are people all around the world who've played the game. It's a really fun one. Alright, let's break some barrels, get some seashells floating above the water. Then we're gonna do the South Tower Navy base. So again, the script has changed slightly. We can't just go to the Navy. We have to do the south, and north towers to then unlock the Navy fort. I think it's a fort. Now here, again, if you've noticed, script has changed a little bit. Now you got spikes. And they hurt. And if you see multiple paths, probably because that's where your collectibles and stuff are. So again, you're gonna get a slower time, or if you go behind the gate like I did. So again, replayability, because you can go for a fast time, and then you can also go to collect everything. Again, the game doesn't punish you for that stuff, so it's nice. It's nice in that sense. You can replay it definitely multiple times. You're not gonna get bored. So we got the door open a little bit, so now we gotta go head to the north tower, which, surprise, is in the north. Break the barrel. And so it's another one. So it basically just adds 2 more courses to the Navy island. Oh, fail. There you go. Yeah, I think they did a really good job with the details in this game. Yeah, it's an indie developer, not a big budget. So this is super respectful for what they're able to accomplish. I think they've gone above and beyond with the level of detail in this game. Oh, stepped on it too soon. Oh, now we gotta wait for it to regenerate. And of course, it's gonna be out of sync with the log. Looks like 2 hands. Alright, so we can fall down or wait for these to regenerate. I think we're just gonna wait. And of course, the log is out of sync, so we have to wait for the logs to go back in. So we go by. So this one was a little easier. It was like a longer path. Oh, we stepped on that. Okay, we can still reach. It was a longer path and we saw it. So it was a little easier to attain that one. Yeah, time's not terrible. Still within that like silver range. So now we got the second cannon going off. And shot the door completely. So now we can actually go to the Navy Island without having any issues. And again, this changes a little bit as well. Not gonna spoil it for you, but it's pretty cool on how they changed a couple of levels. Again, you're gonna run through this a lot in this game where you're doing a lot of similar things, but how they're changing it is keeping it fresh. So you don't feel like it's very repetitive. If that makes any sense. Because games like Mario and like Ukulele and other platformers, Spyro, it's like you can get burnt out really fast doing the same stuff over and over again, but it's like the level of detail. And this one was really cool. This is very Mario-esque. Now you're going through the warp tunnel in the water. So again, already starting off really freaking cool early on in the game. They've changed the script multiple times on you. So the swim A, right bumper dive. Again, your buttons are gonna change a little bit because I've moved them around. So I wouldn't go strictly off of my buttons. Your buttons will probably make a little more sense for the underwater than mine do, because I changed my button layout. But you can get by. This is just really cool, and I'm happy that you don't have a breath thing, because that would really hinder the enjoyment of swimming in this thing. A lot of games want to like kind of punish you with like a breathing thing where you have to go get a bubble, or you need to make it to a certain area or do something to last longer. I like that this just doesn't do that. All right, we made it to the checkpoint. Oh, he's kind of gaining on me a little bit. I don't think we've come across any of the collectibles yet. Oh, we missed the smash. No, we gotta get out of the way. We're gonna get caught really easily here. Oh, big squid guy. Like a clown squid. Oh. Oh, watch out, Spike. Oh, God, I knew it was gonna hit me. I thought the one underneath was gonna hit me, not the one on top. Okay. Oh, it's a circle. Ah, walked into that. Admiring the circle. I get it. Okay, so I'm like on the fringe. Oh, God. You really have to be steady Eddie here. Because like her strides can really propel you into the next thing. So we weren't able to get any collectibles. I think we're still 0 on collectibles. But we survived. That's all that matters. Alright, so that's what, stage 1 of this? I think there's 3 in this one as well. Yeah, again, I like how it's a lot of it's the same, but different.
Let's go.
If that makes any sense. Really keeps you engaged. Now we have to collect all the keys without the spikes destroying us right now. That little freeze frame, that's just the animation thing. Kind of hope that you're not in the middle of something or like almost falling off the platform like we were. Alright, so here, now we have to get several keys to unlock a door, which we're fixing to trigger now. We have to get 5 keys. We already got 1. One was on the disappearing platform. And I think all the keys are like... Oh! Wasn't expecting that last one. There you go. Like my momentum was completely flat after being ahead, so I kind of had to do the jump roll. Kind of get your momentum. Yeah, so I think all the keys are flanking on the left and right. So to go forward, you have to go left and right to get all the keys. It's the only way. But again, I like it though, because it's like changes the script a little bit. I feel like that's the theme of this. Changing the script. Yeah, just almost fell in the hole. I like how it just kind of sticks to the theme of the island that you're on, but everything kind of feels familiar. So like if you've gotten your rhythm on some of these, it's pretty much kind of the same tempo. So we got 1 more to go. Almost fell in the hole. This looks like an area we haven't gone to. Oh, spikes. Oh, we have 1 heart. We're doing spike stuff. Not an optimal position to be. I think we have to... Do we even... Is it over here? Oh, it's a collectible that we went for. Not a key. Whoa, almost jumped off the edge. Good thing we pulled back a little bit. Stay in here. Now we have a swinging trapeze thing. Like swinging spiked logs. Now we have all the keys, so it did the animation for the door, and now we can actually go forward. I like this. I like how it's just subtly doing it. And now it brought the little ramp from earlier, and now we just speed raced it. Control room ruins, and we ruined it. I think that was what, phase 2 or stage 2. Rise to the dome. All right, we're back outside again, or sort of.
I'm ready.
He's ready. Oh, almost missed that. So here's one that you can really get your rhythm through. You can get your jump and roll timing. That's a really good area to kind of practice it early on. You can really work on your rhythm. Let's hit the target to trigger the door. The gate's now open, and you gotta watch out for the spikes here. They trigger whichever ones that you walk in front of. So if you don't walk in front of them, they won't go down. A lot of things happen in there. And now here, these go left and right, so they're basically side by side. So, oh, that timing though. Whoa. Okay. The checkpoint gave us 3 hearts again, which is nice. Gotta watch out for these falling gimmicks. Like falling spiked planks, looks like. More disappearing platforms. Alright, successful on that. And I think right is collectible. Alright, done. Another one. Rise to the dome. And oh, we got gold. So now we're gonna take on the boss. Persecution at the walls. So this is your boss race. I think their name is Ready. Because I am ready. I like their expression, like the whoa. Again, this is another fun one because now this brings everything together. So anything and everything that we've just gone through, we're gonna add here to like tenfold. This is really gonna test your abilities to just win like 3 stages on. And then some, because now you got someone shooting cannons at you. Yeah, more moving platforms. Get some seashells. Can't get greedy with them because you'll fall. And you get disappearing with planks. Whoa! Almost. Almost. Really difficult sometimes to talk while you're playing. Alright, so that triggers these guys now. And I think those are shortcuts in the back that you can actually take if you wanted to. Oh, oh, oh god. Alright, checkpoint. We got our hearts again. Okay, so this is now even trickier. Now they put spikes in between falling platforms. Or the dropping platforms, I should say. More spikes. More disappearing platforms. And here's another rolling log. Spikes the rolling log. More disappearing. Alright. A little more manageable than the first time. Now you got waves of spikes. And this one you have to kind of take your time with it. Because you have to wait for the AI to kind of trigger events. To like shoot the things like this right now. You don't want to get too far ahead because you'll get hit by things that you don't see yet. So like right now I have to kind of wait for the other person to catch up to me already. Because I am already ready. And otherwise you probably won't even see that there's spikes there. Or you get hit by like a swinging log or something and you don't see it, or miss a platform and fall.
Easy victory.
Alright, easy peasy. He's very cocky. So now we've acquired our second map. A really cool looking ship. Looks kind of like a helicopter with like a sail on it. Looks, Navy's a place that's special to me. I was one of the last Quiddos to live here before. Really? I don't know. So this is like the Navy? This is nothing like a battleship or anything. This is like a death island with obstacle courses that are designed to kill you. Not what I would necessarily think a Navy battleship or fort or something of that nature would be. Alright, so after this, we'll take the map to Sammy. And I think we could do the pirate race too. I think that'll be available. So I think we got one little course left in us for this video. I didn't do it in the last one because I was already running. It's like the beginning, you get a lot of dialogue thrown at you. Kind of want to just get to the courses, but also kind of want to show you all the story beats, if you even want to call them that. It's a very fun game. It's kind of came out of nowhere, like we knew about it for a while, but still very, very polished from what I've played. All right, so I like that we don't have to go to Sammy first for this one. We can just do this race. So hopefully we can expedite and give him 2 maps. Okay, so I think this was stage 3 of the Navy. All right, here's where you kind of get your rhythm going. Oh, I misjudged. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. There we go. We're catching up. Like one jump and everything. This is just luck at this point. This is barely running into everything, but was able to just one jump everything. Oh, got hit. Knew it was inevitable. We're gonna get hit by something. Here, you can't get too greedy here because you'll get hit. And there is no checkpoints. So you can't be super careless here because you still have all the death traps. You don't have any shells, but you still have all like your platform stuff. Like it looks like they've removed the drop logs, the spikes, or the planks, I guess I was calling them earlier. Looks like they removed those, but you still have the spikes in the ground and you still have the disappearing platforms. I don't know if they disappear. They're there still. Alright, so that was a successful run. I think she's gonna say that every time. Alright, well let's go to Sammy and open up this fog of war a little bit. Get to the next area. Yeah, it's really fun. Like if you like Mario, like especially Super Mario 3D World or 3D Land or similar games like Spyro or Ukulele, then this is up your alley. Very much a throwback with a lot of cuteness. And now we could pretty much buy everything up to a point. All right, let's go see Sammy. We have 2 maps actually, not just one. Now the big map opens up a big section. And I think they said earlier there's 8 sections. I'm not sure if there was 8 in total, counting the island that you're on. That's a lot of area for the fog to open up on. And then we have the small map now to open up a little corner of the area. Yeah, we got shot by cannons. Yes, there's more. Oh wait, there's more. Oh, it's actually no. Okay. I think we saw the barges earlier, for like the rocks in the way, but I don't think we were able to go around them yet. We didn't venture that down south yet. We only went to like the Navy area. All right, guys. Well, that was almost at Summer and Mara. That's Koa and the 5 Pirates of Mara. And let me know if you guys want to see more. All right, guys. Well, I had fun. Catch you next one. Later.